In 1979 Texas, a small group sets out to make a totally artistic and realistic porno film for completely legitimate reasons. Producer Wayne, director RJ, soundgirl Lorraine, and performers Maxine, Bobby Lynn, and Jackson then rent out a small boarding house on a couple's farm in the middle of nowhere. However, whilst shooting The Farmer's Daughters, apparently not aware that there already is a porno called The Farmer's Daughters starring Spalding Gray, the group winds up running afoul of the farmer Howard and his mysterious wife, who seems to have taken a very odd shine to Maxine. All of this leads to a bizarre series of events that will go down in the annals of crime history as the Texas Porn Film Massacre. Or possibly just as the movie X. This is X. So yes, this is very much in the vein of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In fact, I would probably say this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequel we should have gotten. Because it feels most like it evokes the feelings of the original film without just being a carbon copy of it. I mean, there's no chainsaws, for example. But yeah, basically, like I said, this group goes out. You have a burlesque house owner who's deep in debt and turning to making porn films to try to get, because he's seeing the explosion in the home video boom that's going to hit. And the fact that, hey, you don't have to go to the dingy theaters anymore to show this stuff. You'll be able to distribute it widely. Which did start to happen in the 80s. And I was not joking about Spalding Gray already making a movie called The Farmer's Daughters that was a porno. Yes, that is quite true. Anyway, yeah, like he sees that happening, so it's like, okay, I'm going to take a couple of my best burlesque dancers. That's Bobby Lynn and Maxine. I'm going to take this, old war buddy I got, Jackson, and then I take this, wannabe student filmmaker who's going to make an artistic porn film, and and then the sound girl Lorraine is just kind of along for the ride. Like, it's sort of implied that she is RJ's girlfriend, and Lorraine is the Jenna Ortega character, Maxine is Mia Goth, and Bobby Lynn is Brittany Daniel, and Kid Cudi is Jackson, just so we're all clear there. And, they rent this boarding house on this isolated farm that's kind of, it's sort of just outside of Houston in southeastern Texas, kind of right along the Gulf of Mexico area. And, it's like, it's, very poor, it's very Bible Belty. There's this priest not really priest, I'd say a preacher on television just that plays 24/7, and he's constantly talking about how America's going to hell and you need to repent and all that stuff, and it's playing in the background. And when you get there and this couple is there and you see the old man who's named Howard, he's very threatening to them, and it's just like, okay, so, is he this kind of Bible thumper? Is he aware they're making a porn film here? I mean, he's already kind of on edge, like, why are all these people here? You sort of implied it would just be you. And then, he says, but okay, you got to be careful. My wife, she's not in the best state of mind. She gets confused real easily. And you kind of get that. As I said, she winds up taking a very unique shine to Maxine, seeing her go skinny dipping during a brief break, seeing some of the film being shot, and kind of in there. And it does sort of, if I had one real problem with the film, it's that this is all supposed to take place over the span of a day, and it just seems a little too hurried for that. Like, there's no way, even the best porn, filmmaker, whether porno filmmaker or not, is going to get enough footage in a day for a reasonable porn film. Yeah, like, that's not kind of, yeah, it would be a bad rush job even in the best of circumstances. And it's like, if you just spread that out to 2 days, I think it would have worked a lot better. But, still, and there's kind of a unique undercurrent of, because, unfortunately, it's like, I don't think they explore the characters too well, which is something I think you'd also say the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's, the girl whose name, it's Marilyn is the actress, I believe, not Marilyn Chambers, that's the porn star, sorry. Marilyn, I believe, is and Franklin, who's her brother, who's in the wheelchair, and then the other guys are just there. Exactly. To get, like, nothing, you know, you don't really know much about them. And about the only character I think that really gets, there's a bit of depth into it because you have the sound girl, Lorraine, like I said, it's sort of implied to be RJ's girlfriend, and it's kind of questioning, like, you know, why are you doing this? Like, you want to be a legit filmmaker, but, you know, this isn't really the way to do it. And he's like, no, I'm going to prove you can make, you know, a good, dirty movie, basically. That you could bring skill and that sort of thing, you know, even though people are mainly just watching it for, you know, beat-off material. And, you know, she's, you know, she wears a crucifix, and so it's sort of implied like she's this prude and she doesn't get it, but then after, you know, filming a couple of scenes, she's like, actually, you know, I want to be in the movie now. And that kind of leads to a very interesting debate. RJ is against it again, implying that there's obviously a relationship between the two, and Wayne takes RJ aside and he's like, look, you tell her no, she's going to do it with someone else. You know, she's going to do it, and, you know, at least if you know, if you let her do it, maybe you get it out of her system, maybe, you know, again, you can control things a little bit better, you know. If not, she's going to leave you and then go do it, and then, you know, that could be down a rabbit hole where you never see her again. And RJ reluctantly shoots it. I know I'm getting a little blow for blow here, and I'm sorry, but there's kind of no way I could do that without going into some of the characterization, to better explain the characterization is what I'm saying. And, you know, it is kind of a very unique idea. You know, he goes through and he shoots it and he kind of regrets it, and then that's kind of where the killing starts. And then I'll try to avoid the big spoilers, but yeah, there's obviously some big revelations in this. The way the film opens, you see the cops investigating the scene already, and they find something in the basement. And kind of from there, you see how the events play out. And there's also one more twist in the story that happens, but I don't know what it adds to the plot exactly other than, twist. So yeah, again, kind of a little problems with the pacing. Other than that, though, it is really good. I think it does a good job of setting the atmosphere. It does have, like, that gringy, you know, like I said, it does feel like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequel we never got. It has, like, that real gringy, grimy film feel to it. Excuse me. And that, I think, is a real plus. It's reasonably scary. I mean, if you've seen the trailers, you kind of know a little bit about who the baddie is, but other than that, you know, it's pretty spot on. You know, there's one really bad jump scare, but other than that, there's like, it does a good job of building mood, of building tension, and, you know, exploring certain things. I just don't think it does it to its fullest extent. And that's kind of why I'm going to give X a B. And maybe more like a B-. I'm going to give it a B-. Like I said, it's not bad. I think if you watch it a couple of times, it's pretty good. But, you know, I don't know if it necessarily needs to be in your Halloween horror movie rotation or not.
What are you doing?
Training.
Training for what?
There's a war going on.
Are you still playing that?
Training.
Turn it off. I want to watch the game.
Xbox, training the soldiers of the future.
Okay, trailer time, and, well, we only really got one new trailer. We got the Bob's Burgers trailer, which was kind of weird to see before an adult film. I mean, again, I know Bob's Burgers can get adult at certain times, but it's not really an adult show in the strictest sense of the term. Like, you know, I put it more on the level of The Simpsons in terms of mature rating than anything else. Also, you know, yeah, I do plan on seeing that. You know, I put Boys for Now in the opening title credits. I mean, anyway, after that we had Ambulance again, then The Lost City again, then Top Gun Maverick again, then Everything Everywhere All at Once. Again, that's the Michelle Yeoh parallel universe action hero movie type thing that I explained during the Batman. And then rounding things off, we had The Black Phone again. That's the Ethan Hawke movie where he plays a child abductor who obviously abducts a child and these two kids and these weird ghosts, and it gets kind of metaphysical in a way that allows the kid to sort of fight back and try to escape. Okay, so next movie, I'm not entirely sure. I know it probably should be Morbius, just because that is finally coming out, but that's coming out WrestleMania weekend, and I'm going to have so much to do that weekend anyway. I mean, I've got 3 wrestling shows to review that weekend, and I want to do the predictions video. So yeah, like I'm already taking a 3-week break in between episodes of the Random Trade Review to buy some time on that. I mean, the Random Trade Review on Invincible will still come out on the 26th, but yeah, like I said, after that it's a 3-week break, just so I can have a week to tackle all that stuff and get everything else done. And then after that, obviously the next video is going to be the recap and review for the NWA Crockett Cup tournament that's on the this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So it'll probably be up either late Sunday night or early Monday morning. And then the Random Trade Review on Invincible, and then the WrestleMania stuff. See you all next time. Hey guys, remember, you can help support my channel at patreon.com/sleepytimeforcat productions, where you can help request a movie, even if it's something like, say, Sonic the Hedgehog or the next Purge film. I'll review it.